Hey y'all, we made it day 30. So, my name is Shawn Aaron, he, him, his, and today is the final day of my 30-day engagement series. You made it, I made it. When I first started this series, I had no idea how much it would ask of me, not just to show up consistently, but to show up truthfully. And over these 30 days, I did just that. I showed up as a trans man of color, navigating grief, joy, healing, memory, family, intimacy, spirit, and most of all, possibility. This series wasn't just about daily engagement, it was about creating a space rooted in care, rooted in abolitionist dreaming, rooted in the belief that our stories matter, that my story matters, that yours do too. Every reflection I shared was tied to something bigger than me, from surviving homelessness to building generational safety, from unpacking spiritual grief to imagining Black trans futures, from calling in community to calling home to myself. And I'll be real, y'all, some of these days tore me up, cracked me wide open, especially the day I read that letter to my mother. I sat with a younger version of myself who was angry, abandoned, and grieving the life he thought he would never get to live. And I told him he becomes me. That healing was waiting for him on the other side of survival. So, this project affirmed that reflection is a form of resistance, that softness is not weakness, and that as trans men of color, our truths deserve space, not just on platforms, but in practice. So, whether you watched all 30 days or you watched just a day or two here or there, I just want to say thank you for supporting me, for witnessing, and for listening and being a part of something that's rooted in care, possibility, and freedom. So, this is not the end, y'all. So, what is next for Shawn Aaron? So, first, professionally, let's start with Dem Bois Inc. And so, for folks, if this is your first day, welcome. You got some catching up to do. And for folks who've been rocking with me for 30 days, thank you. I appreciate you. I admire your ability to show up for me as I expose my truths and vulnerabilities. So, Dem Bois Inc. from here, if you're watching this current in 2025, we just entered the strategic planning process that will carry us through to the end of 2025. So, if you're watching this in the future, you will be seeing our growth and you'll be seeing a different direction of Dem Boys. If not, building upon what we already have and making it stronger. Our programs, our services, our funding, our capacity. So, for those who don't know, Dem Bois Inc. is a nonprofit that provides care and visibility to trans men of color. And so, in the form of care, we provide financial assistance for trans men of color who can't afford gender affirming surgery so that they may get them if they so choose. And invisibility, I am also the host of Them Boys Podcast. And Them Boys Podcast amplifies the voices and stories and journeys of trans men of color. And we're creating an ancestral presence. And we're showing that we're not monolithic and we're not all the negative connotations that we see and hear in the media. We're not any of the legislation that is trying to erase our lives. We are beyond that. We're thriving. We're leaders. We're entrepreneurs. We're parents. We're family members. We're community members. And most of all, we're human, right? And so we have this human experience. So, what is for me personally as Shawn Aaron outside of Them Boys? So, I'm starting another series, y'all. But this time it won't just be 30 days and it also will not be on Them Boys platform. I'm doing this on my own personal platform. So I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel. I will be sure to share once it comes out, once I'm done. So the idea of what I'm doing is I'm starting a shaving channel for trans men. And so I've been talking to folks about grooming and taking care of ourselves and making ourselves look beautiful and sexy. And I realized that just like myself, a lot of trans men, they had YouTube dads, right? And so They learn from some random man on the internet or on YouTube about how to shave their heads, how to shave their face, and how to take care of their bodies, right? And I don't see any trans men doing that, right? They do it here and there, but I want to start a series where I'm not just teaching you how to shave. I am learning and having conversations with you. And so I've been trying to, all throughout these videos, I've been trying to grow out my face. So if you're like, oh, Sean looking wild over there, that's why. So after this series, I'm going to begin another journey. And so come clean up with me. In my shaving series, we're going to talk about things that's affecting our communities while we shave together. I also think this is a way because I had an amazing moment with my son a few months ago when he came to me and was like, Dad, I want you to teach me how to shave my head bald. And it was a full circle moment as a parent, but it also was affirming, right? And knowing that the little him was watching me all of these years and he trusted me to know that I knew what I was doing to take care of myself and that I could lead him in taking care of himself. And so I want to be that person for my community. So let's clean up together and conversate. So, once again, thank you so much for tuning into my 30 days reflection. This has been a beautiful, beautiful, and vulnerable moment, but mostly it's been beautiful, it's been joyous. And I want to say, if you haven't had the opportunity to comment, it's going to live here on YouTube forever. So be sure to go back, comment, share this content with folks in your networks who you know could benefit from hearing some of the topics and the subjects that I talked about. And so, once again, my name is Shawn Aaron, he, him, his, signing off. Take care.